Have you ever opened your bank app, stared at the number, and whispered, "This can't be right. Maybe it just needs time to refresh"? You close the app, reopen it, pray for a software glitch, and it still shows the same sad digits staring right back at you. You sigh and think, maybe my bank account needs therapy. Well, my dear friend, it doesn't need therapy. It needs a command. You heard me right, a command. You can actually command your bank account to multiply, and believe it or not, the universe listens. The problem is, most people don't know how to speak the language of abundance. They keep shouting in fear when the universe only responds to faith. It's like yelling at Siri in the wrong language. She'll just blink and say, "Sorry, I didn't catch that." So let's talk about why your money hasn't been multiplying yet. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're unlucky. It's because somewhere in your heart, you've made peace with lack. You've made poverty sound poetic. You've told yourself, as long as I have enough to survive. Oh, how many times I've heard that one. But let me tell you something, survival is not your destiny. Expansion is. You see, your thoughts are like invisible transactions in the bank of the universe. Every time you think, "I can't afford that," you just sent a withdrawal. Every time you say, "Money doesn't come easily," you just declined your own deposit. And every time you worry about bills, you're giving energy to what you don't want. And guess what? The universe multiplies whatever you focus on. Not because it wants to punish you, but because it thinks, they love this topic, let's give them more of it. Here's the truth. Your bank account is a mirror of your inner beliefs. If you secretly believe that having more money will make you selfish, you'll unconsciously push it away. If you think rich people are evil, guess what? You'll never join them. You can't become what you resent. You can't receive what you judge. You can't attract what you secretly fear. Now, I know that might sound harsh, but it's also liberating because it means you have full control. Your finances are not a random accident. They're a reflection of your energetic conversation with the universe. And the good news is, you can change the script at any moment. You can command your finances to expand. Let's imagine this for a moment. Your bank account is like a loyal dog. It doesn't judge you, it just obeys your tone. If you constantly say, "There's never enough," it whimpers and hides. If you say, "I am always provided for," it wags its tail and brings more. The tone you use when you talk about money matters more than the numbers on your paycheck. Because abundance isn't something you chase, it's something you command. Now let's take a little honest inventory. When you receive money, what's your first thought? Is it, "Finally, now I can pay these bills"? Or is it, "Thank you, universe, for the flow of abundance"? The first thought shuts the flow, the second keeps it running. Gratitude is the language of multiplication. But I get it, you might be thinking, that sounds lovely, but my landlord doesn't take gratitude as rent. True, but gratitude opens the door for miracles that logic cannot explain. When you align your vibration with abundance, you begin to attract opportunities, ideas, and people that money alone could never buy. The universe starts working behind the scenes in ways you can't see, but you can definitely feel. Let me explain this in simple terms, scientifically and spiritually. Everything in the universe vibrates. Your thoughts, emotions, and even your words carry a frequency. When you constantly complain about money, you vibrate at the frequency of lack. And by the law of resonance, you attract situations that match that vibration. But when you affirm abundance, even when your wallet is thin, you send out a signal of wealth. And over time, reality rearranges itself to meet that vibration. This isn't wishful thinking. It's energetic alignment. Here's a little experiment you can try today. Every time you spend money, no matter how small, say to yourself, "Money flows back to me multiplied." When you buy coffee, say it. When you pay your bills, say it. When you tip someone, say it. You're training your subconscious mind to associate spending with flow, not loss. The problem with most people is they treat money like it's leaving forever, instead of circulating. Money doesn't disappear, it moves. And when you bless its movement, it returns with friends. So the next time you make a payment, imagine that money is a loyal messenger going out to gather more abundance on your behalf. Tell it, go, multiply, and come back with blessings. The universe listens to every word that comes from your heart, especially when it's wrapped in faith and joy. Let's address another truth. Your emotions are your financial thermostat. Have you noticed that when you're feeling good, opportunities appear effortlessly, and when you're stressed, even small things go wrong? That's not coincidence. That's energy alignment. You can't attract wealth from a place of worry. You must first feel rich inside before your outer world reflects it. Now, don't panic. I'm not asking you to fake happiness when your bills are due. I'm asking you to shift your focus from fear to faith. Say to yourself, I may not see how, but I know provision is on its way. The how is none of your business. That's the universe's job. Your only responsibility is to hold the frequency of faith and gratitude. Here's a secret most people miss. The universe is extremely obedient. It doesn't argue with you. If you say, I'm broke, it nods and agrees. If you say, I'm abundant, it nods again and agrees. The universe is like a cosmic assistant that never says no. So be careful what you say, because every word is a seed. You can't plant I'm broke and expect a harvest of I'm wealthy. The soil only produces what you sow. Now, let's make this practical. I want to share 3 easy steps you can use starting today to command your bank account to multiply. Step 1. Change your money language. Never say, I can't afford it. Instead, say, how can I afford it? That single word, how, opens a portal of creativity. It tells your mind to look for solutions instead of shutting down. Your subconscious mind is like a powerful computer. If you give it a negative command, it will freeze. But if you give it a creative question, it will search for answers day and night. Step 2. Start a daily abundance declaration. Every morning before you touch your phone or check your messages, say aloud, I am open to the infinite wealth of the universe. Money flows to me easily, constantly, and joyfully. Say it like you mean it. Say it while brushing your teeth. Say it while making your coffee. You're reprogramming your energy field, and the more consistent you are, the faster it works. Remember, faith grows through repetition. Step 3. Bless your current finances. No matter how small they seem, treat them like royalty. Energy flows through order. A messy wallet invites chaos. A neat one invites clarity. When you show respect for what you have, you prove to the universe that you're ready for more. Now, I know some of you might still say, but I've tried affirmations before, and nothing changed. Here's the missing ingredient: emotion. Words alone don't manifest, feelings do. You must feel the abundance as if it's already yours. That's the secret behind faith. You don't wait to feel rich after the money comes. You feel rich now, and the money follows that feeling like a loyal servant. And yes, you can be playful with it. When you pass by something expensive, instead of saying, that's too much, try saying, soon, that will be pocket change. Smile when you say it. You're not lying, you're creating. You're setting the vibration of your future. Humor is a form of faith too, because it shows that you're not worried. The universe loves a joyful heart. It multiplies what you celebrate. Let me tell you a little story. There was a woman who used to cry every time she looked at her bills. One day, she decided to stop being afraid of them. She took her bills, placed them neatly on her table, and said, "Thank you, universe, for trusting me with these responsibilities. I bless these bills with abundance, and I know the money to pay them is already on its way." Within 2 weeks, she received unexpected payments, a refund she didn't even remember, and a freelance job that covered all her expenses. The moment she stopped vibrating fear, she made room for solutions. That's how the law works. You command with faith, not fear. You don't plead with the universe, you instruct it. You don't chase money, you magnetize it. Because abundance doesn't respond to desperation, it responds to certainty. So right now, I want you to make a decision. Not tomorrow, not next week now. Decide that you will no longer speak the language of lack. Decide that your bank account is on its way to expansion. Decide that every cent in your possession is a seed of multiplication. Because once you decide, the universe reorganizes itself around your conviction. Now that you've decided to speak the language of abundance, let's take it one step deeper. Because commanding your bank account to multiply isn't about shouting orders into the sky. It's about embodying the vibration of wealth so fully that the universe can't help but respond. Imagine walking into a room like you own the place, not arrogantly, but confidently. That quiet assurance that says, "I belong here." That's the same energy you must carry when you deal with money. When you approach your finances with fear, you're telling the universe, "I don't trust you." But when you approach them with calm assurance, you're saying, "I know abundance is my birthright." Think about it. When you plant a seed, you don't dig it up every hour to check if it's growing. You trust the process. You water it, give it sunlight, and let nature do the rest. But when it comes to money, we panic. We sow a seed of faith in the morning and dig it up by evening saying, "Where's my harvest?" The universe says, "I was growing it for you," until you doubted. Faith is the soil of manifestation. And like any good gardener, you have to tend it with patience and joy. You can't plant wealth in a garden full of worry. Pull out those weeds, the thoughts that say, "I'll never get ahead," or "Money is hard to come by." Replace them with truths like, "I am always supported," or "Wealth flows through me easily." Now let's talk about a sneaky little thing called energetic debt. You might be surprised, but this has nothing to do with your credit card balance. Energetic debt happens when you carry guilt, resentment, or fear around money. For example, maybe you still feel guilty for a financial mistake from years ago, or maybe you resent someone who owes you money. Those emotions act like tiny leaks in your financial energy. They drain your abundance without you realizing it. So how do you fix it? Forgiveness. Yes, forgiveness even in your finances. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Forgive others who wronged you financially. Say it aloud. "I release all energetic debt. I am free to receive." You'll feel lighter instantly, and that lightness is the signal that attracts fresh abundance. The universe can't fill a full cup, but it rushes to fill an empty one. Now here's where it gets interesting. There's a rhythm to wealth, just like there's a rhythm to breathing. You inhale, you exhale, you receive, you give. Most people struggle financially because they only focus on inhaling, receiving. They clutch their money, afraid to let it go, not realizing that abundance needs circulation to stay alive. Holding on too tightly tells the universe you don't trust the flow. And when trust disappears, so does the flow. You don't have to give away all your savings, but give joyfully where you can. Tip generously, donate a little, buy someone a coffee without expecting anything back. You'll be amazed how quickly that energy returns multiplied. The universe measures not how much you give, but how much joy you feel while giving. And let's sprinkle in some humor, shall we? Because the quickest way to open the door to abundance is to stop taking your financial situation so seriously. Have you ever noticed that when you laugh, life feels lighter, and suddenly solutions appear? Money loves a cheerful home. It doesn't like living with someone who's always frowning, saying, "I never have enough." It wants to hang out with people who smile and say, "I always have more than enough." So make your financial energy fun. Dance when you receive money. Thank your phone when a payment notification comes in. Treat your wallet like a happy guest, not a burden. Let me share something that changed my life. I used to keep my bills in a messy pile. One day I decided to organize them, light a candle, and bless each one, saying, "Thank you for the service. This represents electricity, water, shelter. I am grateful to have the means to enjoy them." The energy in my home shifted instantly. It felt peaceful. Within days, new clients appeared, unexpected income flowed in, and my heart knew the universe had been waiting for that gratitude. When you bless what you have, you multiply it. When you curse what you have, you shrink it. So bless your wallet, your debit card, your bills, your income, even the coins in your pocket. Look at them and say, "You are divine substance in visible form." and you multiply as I use you. Words carry power, and your money listens. Here's another simple yet powerful practice. Visualize your bank account as if it already contains the amount you desire. Don't think, I wish. Think, it is. See those numbers on your banking app in your mind's eye. Feel the relief, the joy, the freedom. Then release it and go about your day. The trick is to believe it so vividly that your subconscious starts working behind the scenes to make it real. Now, let's address something important, the fear of asking for more. Many people silently sabotage themselves because deep down, they think wanting more is greedy. But here's the truth. Abundance is not selfish. It's your natural state. You can't help the world by being broke and worried. You help by being abundant, peaceful, and generous. When you prosper, you inspire others to do the same. You show what's possible. So, give yourself permission to be wealthy. Say it out loud right now. It's safe for me to have more money. It's safe for me to be rich. Because when you feel safe with wealth, it flows easily. If you secretly believe that more money equals more problems, you'll unconsciously repel it. But when you believe that more money equals more freedom, peace, and impact, you open the floodgates. Let's make this practical again. Here are 3 daily habits that will help you command your bank account to multiply. First, keep an abundance journal. Every day, write down all the ways you received abundance, not just money, but gifts, compliments, free coffee, parking spots, anything that made you feel supported. When you record these moments, you train your brain to look for abundance. What you focus on expands. Second, create a money mantra. Pick one sentence that makes you feel powerful and free. It could be, money loves me, or I'm a magnet for divine wealth. Repeat it several times a day, especially when fear creeps in. Your mantra is your energetic password to access the vibration of wealth. Third, celebrate every deposit, no matter how small. Whether it's $10 or $10,000, say, thank you, universe, for this flow of abundance. Gratitude multiplies what you acknowledge. And if you ever receive unexpected money, say this: I am open to even greater miracles. That statement tells the universe, I'm ready for more. Here's a funny thing about commanding your bank account the moment you start doing it. People around you may look at you like you've lost your mind. Let them. They don't understand yet that the spiritual laws of wealth are far more real than the financial systems of the world. The currency of faith is stronger than the currency of fear. You must remember this. Money is spiritual. It's not evil, it's not dirty, and it's not against divine law to want it. It's simply energy in motion. You're not asking the universe to give you something unnatural, you're asking it to express through you what it already is, abundance. And when you finally understand that, something beautiful happens. You stop chasing money and start attracting it. You stop begging and start commanding. You stop worrying and start expecting. So, let's do a little exercise together right now. Take a deep breath, place your hand on your heart, and repeat after me with a smile. I am one with the infinite wealth of the universe. Money flows to me freely, easily, and joyfully. Every dollar I spend returns to me multiplied. I command my bank account to overflow with abundance, and I receive it with gratitude. Breathe that in. Feel it. Own it. That right there is the vibration of wealth. Now I want you to promise yourself something, that from this moment forward, you will never again speak negatively about your finances. No more saying, I'm broke. No more, I can't afford it. Replace every limiting phrase with words of power, because your words are spells, and your life is the magic they create. If you truly want your bank account to multiply, treat your words like money. Spend them wisely. Speak only what you want to see. When you say, I am abundant, you're not describing your situation, you're creating it. Here's a little bonus practice I love. Before bed each night, whisper, thank you, universe, for the unseen blessings already on their way. Then, close your eyes and imagine waking up to good news, maybe an unexpected payment, a new client, a surprise opportunity. Go to sleep feeling rich, and you'll wake up attracting richness. Now, let's bring this all together. The power to command your bank account lies not in the numbers you see, but in the vibration you carry. You are not waiting for abundance to find you, it's been waiting for you to believe. And once you do, it will show up in forms you couldn't even predict. So here's my invitation to you. Today, try one small step from everything we've shared. Maybe write your money mantra, or bless your wallet, or just say thank you every time you spend. Start small, but start now. The universe loves movement. Even the tiniest step in faith triggers waves of change. And before you go, remember your financial life is not a random accident. It's a reflection of your beliefs, words, and energy. Shift those, and your reality must follow. The universe listens when you speak with faith, gratitude, and joy. If this message stirred something inside you, don't let it fade. Leave a comment below sharing what step you'll take today to command your bank account to multiply. And if you're ready for more teachings like this, subscribe, because the universe rewards consistency, and I want you to stay in this vibration of growth, faith, and laughter. Because you, my dear friend, were never meant to struggle financially. You were meant to overflow. Now go ahead, command your bank account to multiply. The universe is already listening.